Hello, good morning, and welcome to another episode of Kalamba Katch Ups, the show where we take you through the latest and the greatest from the Kalamba Games studio. Today is no exception. We have a very special episode for you guys. We will be discussing our latest bespoke exclusive game with Betsson, a game called Piggy Bank Treasure Hold and Win. And with us in studio today, with me and Elliot in studio today, is a very special guest, a good friend of ours, Luke Malt. Luke joining us for the second time. I don't know if you recall, viewers, but we have done this before. This isn't our first rodeo. We did a bespoke game about 7 months ago with Betsson. Wasn't that funny, Elliot?
The way that you said it,
Rodeo. That's how they say it in Texas.
Oh, okay, very good.
Anyway, Luke, welcome to studio. Despite our best efforts, we have tried to avoid you, and here you are again, mate. So welcome.
No. Thank you for having me. No, appreciate it.
Luke didn't appreciate my joke, I don't think. So Luke, now, mate, I know you've been on the show before, but for our first-time viewers that might be watching this episode, and indeed Kalamba Katch Ups for the first time, can you please just tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and your role at Betsson?
Sure. So I'm head of Content and Bespoke Games over at Betsson. I deal with all things roadmap related and all custom, bespoke, and exclusive games across the group. And this is why we're doing that. We're on our second now, so this is the second time doing this with the Kalamba guys. Well, but
second time's a charm, mate. I have no doubt that this one's going to smash it as well. Luke, without further ado, let's get into the details of the game. As I mentioned, it's our second bespoke exclusive with you guys. Obviously, the first game being Betsson Candy Sevens Hold and Win, which released, if I'm not mistaken, about 7 months ago. Roaring success. It was one of our best bespoke games ever, and that was a brand new game, of course. Now, I believe this game will be no exception. It's obviously gone live already. The initial results speak for themselves. This game is obviously a rebrand, or a reskin rather, of a very successful mechanic from last year that released last year called Snake Fortune Hold and Win. So some of you players watching might be familiar with that game. And indeed, our Hold and Win series is a very strong part of our catalog. That was a game that I think yourself and Paul felt the mechanic was very strong. And that's, I guess, the reason why we chose that as the base mechanic to mold Piggy Bank 7's Hold and Win on. Now, Luke, when it comes to the game Piggy Bank Treasure Hold and so long. Piggy Bank, I'm just going to abbreviate it. I'm just going to call it Piggy Bank because I'm going freaking crazy here. There's just too many Hold and Wins and sevens and whatnot.
But there's loads of Piggy Bank games.
Okay, fine. Piggy Bank Treasure.
There you go.
It did actually take us an ungodly amount of time to come up with that name. I mean, we had multiple variations. I was going to ChatGPT. I kept having to go back to Luke and be like, no, someone's got this one already. It was a nightmare. Because there are, to Elliot's point, there are a lot of Piggy games out there. But there can only be one Piggy Bank Treasure.
There is.
Hold and Win, which is our game.
Yeah, perfect.
And it's the best of all the Piggy Bank treasures. So Luke, tell us about this specific game and this specific mechanic. What is it about the mechanic that you and Paul liked?
honestly, it's not just one thing that I can single out, to be honest. It's just a very well-rounded game. You know, it's the three-reeler, super fast hold and win games. They do really well across all our markets. You've got the anti-bet options or the extra bet options. The whole thing is around the package is just really good. But where it falls down for us was the Snake Fortune theme, which was why this is targeted to put, you know, a bespoke theme on it, because it will resonate better with our players. And I think looking at the early results, I think we've nailed that, to be honest.
For sure, absolutely. And I think again, that's pertinent to the process that we have. Is, you know, we work on a tried and tested game and mechanic, and
Exactly.
and we repurpose what visuals we need to. Yeah, so your point is spot on.
Yeah, in short, there's not one thing I can single out. It's a very well-rounded package that wasn't quite right for us, and we tweaked it to make it perfect.
Luke, you're a natural politician, man. Hey?
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, but it's true. It's true. I mean, I can't. You know, it's got all these features. So it's a feature pack game. It plays super well. It's smooth. Got animation. It's smooth. The game flow is great. There's everything about it was perfect, other than the theme for us. So that's why it was a perfect candidate for something like this.
Exactly. You know what they say? Look good, feel good, stay good. Speaking of theme,
Going straight into theme then, I'm sure. Philip, put the theme right behind me so they can see it, so the viewers can see it.
Dr. Phil, he's on it. He's going to put the theme behind us so everyone knows.
Perfect. So, talking about the theme of the game, so we've got the piggy bank symbols there. You've got some coin symbols. So, Luke, visually about the game, what's your favourite visual aspect of the game, and why pigs? Why something that looks like Kai?
No, I've just got a soft spot for piggy bank games. I don't know what it is, but I just love them. If you look at them, it just looks fantastic. It looks super clean, looks super modern, and they just work so well across our market. So a little bit of background: just a few years ago, we actually released a series of piggy bank games, and they did really well for us. We wanted to reboot that because it's been a few years since we released one, and you guys have done an amazing job of taking that classic piggy bank style, putting a modern twist on it and giving it that shine and that appeal. I just think the whole thing's come together. It looks fantastic, to be honest.
Yeah, I love the way that it looks. I mean, obviously, like you said, it is, I wouldn't say it's a generic theme, but it's definitely been done before, right? So the challenge is, how do you take a classic and reinvent it and differentiate it somehow? And I think all credit must go to our guys in our studio in Krakow, our dev guys, our artists, our mathematicians. They did a fantastic job working on this. Now, like its predecessor, I mean, this game is packed with a lot of features, right? We kind of touched on this already. Hyperbet cash pots, super respins, multiplier wilds, super Holden wins, all the supers.
Yeah.
Now, Luke obviously already gave me the very political response of saying he wants it all, he likes it all. So, Elliot, I'm going to put this question on you. What is your favorite feature in the game? Because Luke didn't want to give me an answer.
I like when I was playing the game, I like the sticky, how the respin feature, how the piggy symbols stay there, and
Yeah.
the respin feature, you can get up to ×5.
Yeah.
You can have it in the base game, and I just think it's good for like casual players to see this respin feature,
Yeah.
and you can win quite a lot. So, personally, that's my favorite.
Yeah. Speaking of sticky, your hands are quite sticky today. Into the sweetie jar again today, Elliot.
I haven't.
Can't keep him. He's always got sticky hands. Hey? Like, that's what we call him, sticky hands Elliot. So we call him that in the office. But no, that's a good point. That's a good point. Thanks for that, Al, and thanks for picking one.
Same good for you.
Okay, so Luke, final question before we wrap up and do the actual game demo. Obviously, we mentioned now this is the second time we've worked with you on a bespoke game project. Can you tell us and indeed the audience, what has that experience been like? I know, second time, usually we've ironed out a few things. Not that the first time was actually that difficult, if I recall. It was a pretty simple and easy process to build the game with you guys. But what are your thoughts on, working with Kalamba, and how was that project?
Just as you said, first time round, it wasn't difficult anyway. I mean, we had a pretty clear pathway on what we wanted to achieve, and we did that. I think the second time round was even more streamlined, to be honest. I think I can't fault it in any way. It's we asked for, well, we set out a goal for what we wanted to achieve. You guys came back with the first drafts, and the first drafts were almost there, which is unheard of, to be honest, and a little bit of tweaking forward and backwards, and we were there. So I think we've managed to streamline the process down a little bit more, but it's been good.
So yeah, mate, it's honestly a pleasure with working on these kind of projects with you, and we look forward to many more.
For sure, yeah. And I mean, with the result we're seeing, we hope we can continue this. Get a few more out over the next couple of years, hopefully.
Definitely. Flying pigs next. What do you say, Elliot?
Flying.
I swear we got them at Wake and Hellshire, and they flying pigs.
Well, just like a demon pig, I don't think that counts.
They've got wings,
They do have wings,
and it's flying.
they have tails. I guess it's a big flying demon pig. Let's go something a little more PG.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And now, without further ado, we're going to go into the game demo. So stick with us and enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you for watching. Join us next time. Okay, everyone, welcome back for the game demo of Piggy Bank Treasure Hold and Win. It's like my brain freezes on that. All right, so we're just going to do a couple spins on the base game, nothing special, just so you guys can get an impression of what the game looks like. There's Luke's little piggies. I think they came out really well.
Yeah, the symbols look very nice. There's a nice 3x3 layout. Obviously, they just went up the hyperplane.
Yeah, we've got 2 hyperbed options, so we've selected one of them now, the higher one. Okay. And what we want to hopefully get is a couple of those respins, and hopefully some decent wins.
Yeah, and when you click the hyperbet level, obviously more symbols do become available. You have the super core cash symbols there, where you can get bigger money prizes, and also you get the wilds with the multipliers attached to them as well.
That's the piggy with the wild.
So yeah, that's what becomes available in this mode.
And the multiplier wilds as well.
The multiplier wilds. This is my, like I said before, this is my favorite feature, how the wilds just stick.
There we go.
And then you got the respin feature.
So they're sticky multiplier wilds, and then
If you land another one, it stays and it respins again. If it misses, then tough luck. That's what you get. But I think this is a really good feature in the base game. It really shows the potential of how much you can win.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And I just like speaking to your point earlier, Luke. I mean, visually the game is beautiful. Like I love how it animates. It's not, in your face. It's like subtle animations, but I just love the way it looks and the ways that the little piggies balance and stuff.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And it's scoped in such a high action game. It just always feels like there's something going on. There's always some sort of visual feedback to, what's happening. Even all the losing spins, they feel like still something going on. It's really good. And the respins, they just keep the player going to the bonus. So I like how you got the respins in the base game. It ties you over until that next bonus. There's the whole thing. Just say this is why I said it's a really good round of package. It works so well because you've got all these little elements that just work together to make a really good polished final game.
Okay.
Awesome. And now we've got the hold and win spins. I see we just got that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so you land the 3 coin symbols, you go straight into the hold and win spins. So yeah, like I said, if you miss, you've got 3 spins to try and get them onto the reels. If you do complete it as well, you get an added value to it. And this is where you can get the cash pot symbol as well to win the maxi. But you've got to be damn lucky to win that, don't you?
Can you remember what the probability is?
The probability, never for me, but for other people, put the probability up here till.
Phil in studio, tell us what we could win if we were good at gambling.
Yes.
And here we go.
The respin feature happens quite a lot as well, which
Yeah.
I like. That's one of the main things. There's obviously not lots of, an average of 1 to 200 spins. The respin feature happens quite frequently. Keeps the player very in tune with it.
Yeah, I like that because, often, and especially with a lot of our hold and win games, they are actually the base game. It does take you a while to get the hit rates, to get into the bonus game. So you're doing quite a few spins. Not a lot of action is happening because a lot of our games are high volatility games. With the respin, like Luke said, I think it definitely does capture your attention. Let's do a buy bonus quickly, because why not?
You've got 3 options here as well. All go up. High cash pot odds, boosted cash pot odds as well. So you went for the middle one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see if we can get some of those cash bots and more respins.
Let's do cash pot symbols here. Both the mini body out there.
I don't think I've ever had one of the higher ones. I've always had the mini. But
Yeah.
never say never. That's what she said. Okay.
Well, yeah, you got the buy bonus there. But like I said, you just can spin and you can get into the buy bonus quite often as well. So, yeah.
Oh, cool. I love that animation with the piggy bank breaking. Cool. All right. Guys, that's all we have time for in studio today. Once again, Luke, thanks so much for joining us for the game demo. I love this game. I love everything about it. For anyone watching, if you're curious to see how the game performs, you can go and play it for yourself. It is live across all Betsson brands. So please do yourself a favor, go and spin and win. But yeah, always a pleasure having Luke in studio with us. Thank you, Elliot, for joining as well. And we will catch you next time. That's all from Kalamba Katch Ups.
Cheers.
Cheers.